The dog is reputed to be the first wild animal to be domesticated by man in his quest to conquer and to dominate his environment. Ever since it made its entry into the abode of humans, the dog has become the provider of some of man's most treasured physical and emotional needs: guidance, protection, loyalty, fidelity, faithfulness, watchfulness, and love. Today, the animal reputed to be man's best friend has also been employed in all manner of human endeavors, from hunting and warfare to modern-day policing and civil protection. So the big question arises: if the dog is such a treasured mate for humankind, why would it grace the cooking pots of some ethnic and racial groups around the world? From Korea and Thailand to China and to the upper regions, and in some royal houses in southern Ghana, man's best friend has oddly also turned out to be man's best delicacy. But before you cringe at this seemingly outlandish idea of man munching away with gusto at a delicious lump of dog meat, remember that for other ethnic groups, it is the cat or the snake or the frog or even the wiggly worm from the ant hill. Shall we now take you down the road of the folkloric tale of how it all started with a dog in the cooking pot? In years gone by, two wayfarers, a Frafra and a Dagaaba, found themselves in the wide open savannas far from home. They were suffering from excruciating hunger as their food supplies dried up. Having explored all their options to no avail, they both agreed to do the unthinkable: kill and eat their only companion, a dog. Having killed the poor dog, the men argued about how the meat should be prepared. The Frafra man preferred it roasted, whilst the Dagaaba preferred it cooked. Having reached this impasse, they decided to share the meat, with each man choosing their preferred mode of preparation. For generations, the two peoples have since teased each other about their different preferences for dog meat. And this is how the banter between the two tribes started. Whenever and however any two individuals of the two tribes meet, the unfailing battle for the title of who is king and who is slave kicks in. Who gets to enjoy the head of the dog and who the eggs? To the uninitiated outsider, this may seem a little unsettling, even nauseating, until in the end you hear them laugh out loud and head out to share the one thing that has bonded them for generations: tasty dog meat. From joking on streets to convivial banter in offices and in entertainment centers, the two peoples have today found an open larger playground in cyberspace, thanks to social media. Check Facebook, for example. They can boast of a membership close to 100,000 on this platform alone. Here, verbal banter gives way to very graphic banter. Who is slave and who is king? Who is master over whom? Who is beautiful and who is ugly? Who eats the dog head or the dog eggs? But long before the advent of social media, the Frafra and Dagaaba resident in Ghana's capital, Accra, have for over 20 years created a national event where they congregate annually to oil the wheels of their amazing friendship. Both for the young and the old, it is always the event to look out for on the events calendar of Accra. The occasion to reenact a legendary friendship expressed through all the known honey delights of the northern savannas: ethnic foods, music, dance, and sports. The venue has since been the Elwak Sports Stadium. It's always such an amazing spectacle. The sheer numbers of two major tribes trooping to a military installation, not for war, but for a rare commodity in modern-day Africa, peace and harmony. It is a virtual national festival of the Dagaaba and the Frafra, from child to adult, subject to chief, citizen to politician, civilian to military, student to teacher. People from all walks of life mark this important day. The Dagaaba Frafra Annual Festival of Friendship, Good Neighborliness and Love.
Over the years, we have tried to use these games to foster unity between the two tribes. We believe that where there is peace, there is development. We want to show an example that if all tribes or ethnic groups can coexist peacefully like the Dagaabas and the Frafras, then there will be peace in the country. There will not be any ethnic violence or tribal wars and whatnot will retard development.
It's always the occasion to meet long-lost acquaintances and to make new ones. It's the perfect networking environment.
Frafra goddess and brothers. We feel happy to come and meet our brothers and sisters. Family thing, you know. Unity is strength. Yes. So this program will always exist as we exist. Yes. Yeah, we pass it to generations. Yes. It's all about love, peace, harmony.
It doesn't matter that you are meeting for the first time. All you need to do is verbalize the code word Bazu or Bajale. To it, dog meat or dog eggs, and right away the code is broken and the time-tested teasing is set in motion. From its anecdotal and mythical beginnings of a commonplace disagreement between two famished wayfarers, this festival of positive friendship has today taken a place of pride in the lives of these two tribes in the nation's capital, Accra. The 1st of September 2018 at the Elwak Sports Stadium was the latest such riveting ritual between the two tribes. Themed celebrating decades of mutual friendship and trust, the Dagaaba Frafra Way, the event took off to a roaring start on the appointed day. The culinary delight of unique northern foods was on full display. Tuozafe, tumpani, kose, bambara beans. Tuozafe served hot and sizzling with bitter leaf granite soup or the sleek ayoyo soup. Tumpani, bean flour specially mixed in water and steam boiled to a smooth, flexible pulp, is served with chili powdered pepper in oil or stew as may be preferred. A rich, organic and uniquely ethnic soul food. Then kose, fried bean cake eaten as is or with boiled moringa leaves and other vegetables. Generally also, as you know, goes well with cocoa. Available also are various types of meats. The chief meat and the reason for all the fuss with this festival, the famous specialty meat. Enjoyed the world over in China, Korea, Thailand, Nigeria, Ghana, dog meat. Others call it Angola or red goat. There are several vendors of Angola, the heartthrob of the festival, and no one wants to miss it. This meat is also celebrated for the spiritually fortifying and aphrodisiac qualities. The second most sought after meat at the event is pork. Not nearly as spiritual as dog meat, but pork is also often much sought after. Chinchinga, suya, guinea fowl, chicken and sausage. Then the single most important social lubricant at the festival, Pito, the local beer for the two tribes, taking fermented or unfermented. Pito and dog meat go hand in hand, and on any good day, Kose is a good agent in the mix. This famous local brew is a virtual food drink containing all the vital ingredients of guinea corn and has potent boozing capabilities depending on the hand that made it. If unfermented, it is consumed as any other mineral beverage and it's totally sugar-free. It is a drink of choice for parties, funerals, weddings and festivals. In fact, in any form of social gathering. It is little wonder that the other tribes have caught onto the Pito drinking frenzy, and slowly Pito is becoming a national drink reputed to cure malaria and other minor ailments. With soul food, Pito and specialty meat galore, there's got to be ethnic rhythms and music to jazz you up and knock you off the stresses of life, so far away from your ancestral home. The drumming is organically nostalgic, hypnotizing and athletic, gripping and holding the celebrants spellbound for hours. About 10 meters away, the xylophone is belting out its own very uniquely soft harmonies. The scene is set for a rigorous display of talent, energy, and healthy dance moves. Better than you can get in any gym anywhere. It is called the power dance. It is a coordination of instrument, drum and song, and the dancer must be in tune, body, mind and soul. A popular Dagaaba traditional performance. In this corner, a group of women have the attention of the curious crowd. A popular musical display from some parts of the Upper East region, mostly performed in the evenings after families have eaten and sat around a grandmother under the moonlit sky to enjoy tales of bygone days. The day is a display of the best food, music, dance, and sportsmanship. Bragging rights must be won and guarded under lock and key. One opportunity that provides the two tribes to demonstrate their supremacy is in the sports competition.
The Dagaabas are always the champions, and this year we have just brought our boys to keep them once again. The Dagao is always superior to the Frafra, and we'll show them a lesson this afternoon.
Thank you. All right. This team here you are seeing is full of players that are tried and tested, and we are going to bring the Dagaabas to their level. We've colonized them. Upper regions, we gave them Upper West.
We are going to take all the cups. The Frafra lady, they are nowhere to come. They know we are their masters.
With the sports, the sack race, the lime and spoon, and the tag of war, we are going to win. Yes. So they should just watch out. We are coming for them.
After all is done and dusted, what matters is who carries the grand trophy of the day. You could be the best dancer, the most notorious braggart in town, but if you cannot brag about being the custodian of the ultimate trophy of the day, then you most definitely have to walk in sackcloth and give way to your master or chief until the next festival. And yet, it is also true that in these competing events, volleyball, football, sack race, and tug of peace, win or lose, there are indeed no winners and there are no losers. Everyone is a winner. Everyone is jubilant, jovial, and accommodating, even in defeat. The spirit of oneness having been woven over the years into one intertwined and breakable fabric, the two tribes still stand side by side, and together they lift high the ultimate trophy of the day, the prized cute puppy which exudes love, companionship, innocence, and loyalty, values which bring lasting peace, unity, and brotherhood.
This is the ultimate award. This is what we have won. This is what we've been looking up to. The two tribes have won this gold. And this is a goal which signifies a lot. The significance of this to the two tribes can never be underestimated.
Over time, the two tribes have internalized these values, and like a binding sacrament, they meet every year at the Elwak Sports Stadium to renew their vows.
In 2 years' time, we are going to have a 25th anniversary, which is the Silver Jubilee celebration. And then we are going to introduce other innovative events like beauty contests, like music bazaar. We'll bring all the musicians from the north to perform.
So what are the lessons for Ghana? The anecdote of the two hungry wayfarers, even if it turned out eventually to consign one of man's best pets into the cooking pot, is still a positive one. Confronted by extreme adversity, the two men could well have resorted to violence, savagery, and needless death. But when they decided to use their hunting dog as a bargaining chip, reason and goodwill prevailed. And today, their descendants can still meet in friendship to celebrate. We often tend to think, and rightly so, that conflict must always be condemned at all costs because of its potential to tear a nation apart. But conflict also sometimes offers an opportunity to not only let off steam, it often throws up many other surprising outcomes that can lead to lasting peace. Because as humans, the things that unite us far outweigh the things that divide us and can actually cement the cracks of division. So as they say, when life throws eggs at you, make an omelette. In the midst of ethnic plurality, we should find room for a fair expression of each other's cultural sensibilities once they do not infringe upon the rights of others. The truth is, no human is more superior than the other. It's all about the different perspectives we hold to life. The Frafra and Dagaaba have over generations used a very unusual dietary preference to continuously work for peace and harmony amongst their two peoples.
Frafra and Dagaaba are brothers. We feel happy to come and meet our brothers and sisters. Family thing, you know. Unity is strength. Yes. So this program will always exist as we exist. Yes. Yeah, we pass it to generations. Yes. It's all about love, peace, harmony.
Now that you know the genesis of this legendary friendship among the two peoples from the upper regions of Ghana, Make a date with the next Dagaaba Frafra Festival in the coming year. You might just fall in love with, you know what.